So today I'm going to talk about the highline and the underline, and basically, just real quick, those are two different areas, one in New York City, one in Miami, that have either an abandoned area or space, or a space here in Miami that isn't very functional, isn't being used properly. It's just kind of an empty space, and they're being transformed to a more accessible green area. So my first goal that I chose to talk about was making cities safe and resilient and sustainable. Basically, by this green spaces in New York City, just like here in Miami, they're making it more of a feel and a more of a livable space within our community. So basically here in Miami, that empty space, they're going to be using it to kind of, put in different venues and different little trails, and all that's going to add is just a safer environment. It's going to boost the population, it's going to boost housing in the area, it's also going to boost the market, kind of like how he stated in the video that this kind of brings in a tax revenue within the area. Then the next goal that I'm choosing to speak about is the way that it's kind of ensuring sustainable consumption and production. And the reason why I stated that was because here in Miami, the Underline is going to be kind of adding little shops, like little art shops, and they're going to kind of be, displaying their art displays and promoting it, and just having that feel of if you're like, you like art and you happen to be in the area, you can stop by and look at it. And not only that, but it's going to boost kind of the quality of their life, because of the fact that a lot of cyclists here in Miami like to take little trails, and they're going to have a designated trail within the Underline that's going to kind of just go with the flow in that area. So it's kind of cool. It just gives them a new trail to experience while they're doing their route. And lastly, the last goal is basically kind of like the restoration or the protection of abandoned or degrading areas. And the reason why I said it is because mainly the High Line was an abandoned train track that was lifted above Manhattan, and it was just kind of overgrown by wildflowers and a lot of weeds and stuff. And they basically went in there, invested a lot of money, and recreated and I guess you could say, restored this area to make it a more livable space that people can kind of walk around and enjoy life together, and just made it a beautiful spot. So yeah, those are my three goals, and I think a lot of these three goals kind of go hand in hand with the High Line and the Underline. And yeah, that's all I got. Thanks, guys.